What's up, world? Another fantastic weekend in sports on tap. We've got baseball's opening weekend. We've got the Final Four, the Frozen Four. Shut up. Anyway, so let's talk about the Bluegrass Bash, the Bourbon Battle. They'll be rumbling until you're stumbling. That's right, Lexington will meet Louisville in yet another regular season rematch that has the fans of both sides fighting in the most inappropriate places. Dialysis treatment, anybody? And we thought football rivalries were getting out of hand. Oh, no. These guys are already dying. But hey, why not speed up the process? Kentucky sucks! Oh, what'd you say, boy? America, you make me proud. But back to the game. Lots of interesting headlines here. For instance, did you know that Louisville head coach Rick Pitino used to hold the same position for the Wildcats? Pitino resurrected Kentucky basketball in the 90s, making 3 Final Fours in just 8 seasons, including taking the title home in 96. But in classic Pitino fashion, took his collegiate success and squandered it in the pros, this time leading the Boston Celtics to 0 playoff appearances in 4 years. So he returned to the college game, but much to the chagrin of Wildcats fans, and Ashley Judd. Yes, and Ashley Judd, he kindly accepted the job at Louisville just 77 miles away. Now, despite his Benedict Arnold, Kentucky fans still have a few good memories. Tubby Smith's entire coaching career was built on taking Pitino's recruits to the title in 1998. And we all know what it's like to build our careers off our predecessors' successes, don't we? Les Miles, George Bush, Miley Cyrus. Wait, what? Pardon. So who comes out of this thing and into Monday's final? Kentucky took the first meeting in December at home, but it's a little deeper than that. The Cardinals were saddled with early foul trouble on the road, including their floor general Peyton Siva, who also struggled from the field, going just 2 for 13 overall. Kentucky getting 32 of their 69 points from the charity stripe certainly didn't hurt. Now, both teams have changed, and changed for the better since that game. Kentucky ran through the SEC before running out of gas in their conference final, and Louisville conquered the revered Big East. Both teams also have tons of talent. NBA scouts flock to Kentucky games on the regular, and Pitino is no slouch either, but it's going to come down to coaching. Kentucky's John Calipari continues to bring in the best one-and-dones in the country, but he just can't seem to win the big one. Rick Pitino has taken Louisville to the Final Four before as well, but he's also looking to break through to the title game for the first time in his last year of coaching. Experts say this is Calipari's best team yet, but every year basketball purists yearn for his downfall and his new band of talented yet inexperienced players. I just can't see Kentucky losing, but it's Pitino's last year, but Kentucky's smoking everyone. Fine. Kentucky wins. After all, what other college team in the last 20 years has people saying they could beat the NBA's Washington Wizards? Now that's just silly. They beat the Charlotte Bobcats. Alright, time for my Major League Baseball preview. Now, I've been a Braves fan since birth, but I can approach this season realistically. You better win one for Chipper. As I mentioned in episode 6, the American League basically zapped all the major hitting talent from the National League in the offseason. But at least they asked nicely, and contracts soared to lottery jackpot numbers this winter. Oh yeah, I forgot to get that Mega Millions lottery ticket. Gotta go. I'm about to hack his Facebook. Hey, don't judge me. That's $500 million.
$500 million.
I could get the iPhone 20 with 14G speed. I could save all the animals and get Sarah McLachlan to stop doing all those depressing commercials. In the arms of the angel. I could get out of this gym.
Get on with it! On with it! Yes! Get on with it!
Okay, coming out of the offseason, the Detroit Tigers looked the most poised to challenge the Rangers for AL supremacy. Securing Prince Fielder in the wake of Victor Martinez's ACL injury will pay immediate dividends for Detroit. The Tigers already had Miguel Cabrera in tow, and the league's best starting pitcher in Justin Verlander. But, barring another major injury, Detroit is set for a serious run in a Central Division that they easily dominated last year. Now, you never count the Yankees out on principle, and the Angels made a sizable venture to coax Albert Pujols out of St. Louis, so expect to hear from Los Angeles before it's all said and done. Moving on to the island of misfit teams, also known as the National League. I'm not gonna lie, it's a real toss-up this year. The NL Central was ravaged in the offseason, and it'll be interesting to see how the Cardinals and Brewers react now that their biggest bats have vacated. St. Louis still has a solid pitching rotation and acquired Carlos Beltran to shore up their losses in the slugging department. In the end, losing Albert Pujols cleared a lot of room for new blood, and the Cards have always shown a knack for grabbing, and in most cases keeping, their talent. The Brewers, on the other hand, still have reigning MVP Ryan Braun and were in control of the division most of last year before St. Louis caught fire to finish off the season. The NL East holds the most intrigue for me. The Phillies are ruled with an iron fist as of late, but Atlanta's young squad showed promise last year before injuries caused their collapse. Perhaps Chipper Jones' last season with the team will provide the Braves with the motivation they need to get over the hump. And with all their offseason moves, including the acquisition of Jose Reyes from the Mets, you can't deny that something is brewing in Miami and a re-energized Marlins franchise. Meanwhile, 2010 champ San Francisco's offseason was a bit of a head-scratcher. The Giants made moves for Melky Cabrera, who had a breakout 2011 season, and also got Angel Pagan from the Mets, but simply let Carlos Beltran slip away, nullifying last year's trade. It seems like San Fran might have been a little too preoccupied with locking down ace pitcher Tim Lincecum instead of improving the team overall. NL West champ Arizona boosted their bats and their rotation, so why couldn't San Francisco? And now that their new ownership is official, you can bet the Dodgers are going to start shopping around, especially considering how the new in-town rival Angels upped the ante by bringing in Albert Pujols, a proven superstar. Overall, Major League Baseball has the longest, most grueling season in American sports. The 162-game marathon can bring down a juggernaut and just as easily give rise to a new power. So am I going to predict winners? No. I'm going to be a fan, sit back, and enjoy the season. But seriously, if y'all don't want to win for Chipper, it is over. I don't live that far from Atlanta. I will pay you a visit on a Greyhound. Well, that's the show for this week. Follow me on Facebook or Twitter and let me know what you think. And as always, leave me a comment below the video on Facebook or YouTube. But until next week, I'm Seth Hagen, and this has been your Sports Check. Later.
Oh yeah, I watch my Sports Check.